Hi everybody, welcome to your weekly forecast for Monday, September 12th through Sunday, September 18th. And I would like to remind you guys to please like, share, and subscribe, especially, and comment on this video if you can, please. I would really appreciate it. Special thank you to my subscribers for your continued support. I really appreciate it. I also have a new report out that is called like your monthly love and luck. It's not really, I don't really have a title for it just yet, but that's it. The love and luck report for every month. There's a link there below in the description box. You can order it through the Ask Me a Question link there. You also have to email me anyway with all your birth info, so you might want to check that out there, okay? And also check out my monthly forecast, okay, for this month, right? So the only thing that we really have this week, okay, major aspects aren't even happening till Friday, okay? Friday the 16th. Venus in Virgo squares Mars in Gemini, and on the same day the Sun in Virgo opposes Neptune in Pisces. And then on Sunday the 18th, Mercury in Libra opposes Jupiter in Aries. And that's it. So let's get to your forecast. Okay, hi Taurus. So on Friday, September 16th, Venus in Virgo in your 5th house squares Mars in Gemini in your 2nd house, and on the same day the Sun in Virgo in your 5th house opposes Neptune in your 11th house of Pisces. Okay, so while Venus and Mars square, that isn't too bad. It's just coming from having Venus in the 5th house of romance and fun and entertainment, creativity, everything, okay? Having Mars in your 2nd house of earned income and how you earn your money. It's your income, period, from any source, okay? So you're just kind of trying to decide whether or not you're going to spend, money on, let's say, fun or a good time or on a romantic date, possibly, or a day, or even a child. The 5th house is also children. With the Sun in your 5th house also in Virgo, okay, opposing Neptune in your 11th house of Pisces, and your 11th house of your friends and the group that you hang out in and stuff like that. I would have to say that, maybe one of your friends is, I don't know, trying to talk you into doing something that's fun that could possibly be just a little bit expensive. Or they may want you to pitch in on something, okay? Could be in regards to a party or some kind of outing that you guys, you and your friends have decided to do. Maybe there's a show coming up that you have to buy tickets for ahead of time. This could be something like that. But you might not decide to do whatever, like the Sun and Venus in your 5th house kind of takes precedence over whatever else may be going on here, okay? You're out to have fun and enjoy yourself, and it's that when the Sun is here this time every year, it's in a fellow Earth sign, so it's creating a trine to whatever planets you have in Taurus, okay? So it's doing well in this area right now, and you need a break. You need to do something fun. You need to let your hair down. So I would just have to say either one of your friends is getting in your way, or an organization that you belong to may want you to either pay more or do something, give up some of your free time or whatever, in order to do something for this organization for free. But, it doesn't look like it's too big of a deal. Nothing real earth-shaking, okay? On Sunday, the thing always about the Sun or any kind of opposition to Neptune is the little white lie, okay? Usually it's a Mercury thing, but the Sun also here is someone trying to pull the wool over your eyes, you know, like trying to pull, I don't know, a little white lie. It's either you or someone else saying you can't do something, or, you know, whatever it is. But it to me, it looks like it's to get out of doing something with your friends, or in regards to some kind of group that you belong to, or maybe an event that you've already paid for, you know, paid tickets for, and maybe you'd rather do something else, that's all. So on Sunday the 18th, Mercury in Libra in your 6th house opposes Jupiter in Aries in your 12th house. So this isn't a bad transit at all. Both of these planets for me are communication and travel planets. Okay, so you have Mercury in your 6th house of the workplace and the kind of work that you do, your co-workers, your work schedule. You know, there's a new moon here coming up on the 25th, but just like having Mercury here retrograde right now, kind of means that you know, you and your co-workers could be redoing work that was done improperly, or right now you're incorrectly doing some job or other, but you guys don't know it yet because you were given the wrong instructions, or whatever. You know, you've got software possibly that you're working on that's crap, doesn't have anything to do with your job. Happens all the time, by the way. But anyways, with this opposition to Jupiter, to me it looks like somebody's about ready to say something pretty boastful or pretty far-fetched or whatever in the workplace or at work, you know. You could find out, you know, you have Jupiter in your 12th house of secrets, and actually help behind the scenes. You've got somebody that's in your corner, even if you don't know it. They're there watching out for you, okay? So you could know the truth, though, about what this person is trying to do or what they're saying isn't true. You know, just because of that whole, I'd have to say, the whole even the Sun opposed Neptune thing could still even kind of have a little bit to do with something that's going on here. Maybe in a roundabout way. You said you were busy this weekend because you had to work. You know, whatever. Okay. So for, let's see here, Leo. Okay, on Monday, September 12th, Friday, September 16th. Okay, Venus in Virgo in your 2nd house squares Mars transiting in Gemini in your 11th house, and on the same day the Sun in Virgo in your 2nd house opposes Neptune transiting in your 8th house of Pisces. So a square from Venus in your 2nd house to like Mars in your 11th house of your friends and sociability, where you go to hang out. It is like your most sociable house, and having Mars here means that you're putting a little bit more energy than you normally would into like hanging out. Okay, seeing your friends or meeting new people or something like that, okay? Venus in your 2nd house does attract money to you or other Venus-related things, luxury objects, whatever. But your 2nd house is how you earn your money. It's earned income. Having the Sun here at the same time and Venus means, you know, this is where your focus is right now, is bringing in some more money. So you could be doing that by way of friends. You know, maybe you're like networking. You're rubbing elbows with people who could possibly like help you in some way. And it doesn't even have to be in person. You can also socialize online in social media. Okay, with the Sun opposition to Neptune in your 8th house, your other money house, your 2nd and 8th are the money houses. I've mentioned many times about being careful with identity theft and making sure your credit card statements and bank statements are accurate and whatever, you know. So this could be like one of those times, that's all, you know. Or you could just be hit up by some group or organization that you belong to, or it could be just your friends wanting you to I don't know, pay dues or pay for something or, I don't know, charge something, use your credit cards for something, maybe even to buy for like the whole group, or maybe this is something you volunteer for some reason. Probably not a good idea, but that's what it is uh, um, you know, possibly wanting to do something that's fun, okay, with your friends, and not maybe really spending the money on it, not wanting to actually, because with Neptune in opposition to it's always usually a lie of some kind, the little white lie. Okay, Neptune rules illusion. Okay, it's good for the imagination and creativity and stuff, but a lot of times it's like makes things foggy. And that could be it too. You could even be wondering, where'd the money go? You know, I had this money, where'd it go? Maybe you go to use it and it's not there, or, you know, you spent it but you don't remember doing that, or whatever. Okay, on Sunday the 18th, Mercury in Libra in your third house opposes Jupiter in your ninth house of Aries. So these are both communication and travel houses, and these are both communication and more or less travel, more so planets. Okay, so you've got Jupiter for long distance travel in the ninth house of long distance travel. Okay, and you've got Mercury in your third house of short distance travel. Okay, I'd have to say you're planning some kind of trip or other, you know, but this could also do with just communications. More than likely coming from a distance, even from possibly another country. But it's to me it looks like good news. With these two planets in opposition, I always think it's good. Any kind of opposition to Jupiter is never really bad. Okay, so you could just be getting some news. It could be like kind of like a newsy kind of day. You know, you could even get something in the regular postal mail, even though it's a Sunday, maybe like Monday or something. But text message, voicemail, email, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if you got something. Or it was just on the phone an awful lot on this day. Okay, so for Sagittarius, on Friday, September 16th, Venus in Virgo in your 10th house squares Mars, transiting in Gemini in your 7th, and on the same day, the Sun in Virgo in your 10th house opposes Neptune in your 4th house, where you have Pisces. So your 10th house is your house of your career and your public persona, how you're known by, excuse me, reputation. Okay, reputation, and professionally and personally. Okay. Anyways, having Venus here does make you very popular right now and very appealing to people. When they look at you, they just think you're so beautiful and handsome, whatever. The square to Mars in your 7th house of close relationships and partnerships means maybe, you know, you're whoever, if you're in a close relationship, a romantic relationship with someone, they may not like all the attention you're getting. If it's a business partner, they may like the attention you're getting, but it could be distracting or taking you away from the business. Or you could have a close friend who could be a little bit jealous, okay, of all the attention you're getting, all right? So with the Sun opposition to Neptune in your 4th house of your home life and your private life, your personal life, like your family, but it's actually where you physically live, okay? Your past, your childhood, your very foundation, okay? Somebody could be trying to dig up something from your past, okay? Or I think I mentioned this in the monthly too, where someone tries to, I don't know, bring up the subject of your lifestyle or your family or how you were raised or where you actually live right now, you know, and who you live with or whatever, your real personal life, you know, and just try to I don't know, what's the phrase? Throw some shade on you or whatever. You know, it's just someone just trying to create problems that aren't there, that really aren't there. But it to me it looks like they'll make more of a fool of themselves. So I wouldn't worry too much about it if I were you. On Sunday, the 18th, Mercury in Libra in your 11th house opposes Jupiter in your 5th house of Aries, okay? So this is, I think, a very nice transit. Your 11th house, where you have Mercury right now in Libra, is your most sociable house. It's going out and socializing with people and your friends and in public places, you know, going to see like a live show of some kind. It's also social media, socializing online. It's also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. A lot, you may be noticing that you're meeting a lot of new people right now at this time, in person or online. Opposing Jupiter in your 5th house of fun and romance and creativity, gambling, all kinds of stuff. I would have to say that you would be gambling. I would if I were you on this day. It wouldn't hurt. Play the lottery, buy a scratch-off, rub-off ticket, something like that. But you could also take a chance, let's say, on a new friendship, possible blooming into romance or something like that. You know, I mean, at least somebody seems very, very interested in you right now. As long as Mars is in that 7th house, which it will be up until March, somebody's going to be coming after you kind of aggressively, okay? Wanting to partner up with you in one way or other. Okay, so for Pisces, on Friday, September 16th, Venus in Virgo in your 7th house squares Mars transiting in Gemini in your 4th house. And on the same day, the Sun in Virgo in your 7th house opposes Neptune transiting in your 1st house of Pisces, okay? So the Venus square Mars, not a big deal at all. You could be, the 7th house is close relationships and partnerships, so one of these people who are in this on this level with you, a romantic partner, business partner, close friend, they just like want your attention. Maybe they feel that you're not giving them enough attention or spending enough time with them. Okay, now the opposition from the Sun to Neptune in your 1st house means that either you or one of these people is telling a little bit of a white lie. Usually it's in order to get out of doing something or having to, I don't know, fess up to whatever. It is happening in your house of close relationships, so you might want to, if somebody tells you something that doesn't sound right or sounds pretty far-fetched, that I wouldn't, you know, I just like take it with a grain of salt. It's usually not a very big lie, and it's usually to get out of something, a sticky situation, or the fact that maybe you caught them in some kind of lie and it's uncomfortable, so they're just telling another one to get out of that first thing, whatever. Okay, on Sunday the 18th, Mercury in Libra in your 8th house opposes Jupiter transiting in your 2nd house of Aries. And so I would tell you, these are both the money houses. Any kind of opposition to Jupiter is always good as far as I'm concerned. So I would tell you to play the lottery. Okay, buy a rub-off ticket if you don't normally play, something or other, okay? But Mercury in your 8th house of other people's money and resources and passive money could, you know, you could receive something at this time. It could be prize money. It could be a settlement of some kind. I really don't see anything too much like that going on right now. So to me, it kind of just looks like prize money or money that someone is giving you. Could be inheritance or legacy. You know, you do have Mars in your 4th house of your childhood, your past, how you were raised, your background and everything, and it's your family. So as long as Mars is going to be in Gemini up until March, there's that possibility of being on the receiving end of some kind of inheritance from family or something like that. So this could be one of those times. You know, Jupiter in your second house means more money coming in for you, but it means that it may also go out just as quickly as it comes in. So you might want to try to save some stuff at this time.